We are catalysts of change. By Ricky Cage. Plastic was invented in the early 1900s as a miracle material. Why was it considered a miracle material? It was non-biodegradable, which means it would not wash away or break down in nature. So how did we as humans decide that plastics could be used as single-use materials? If it cannot be washed away or cannot break down in nature, by definition, how can it be disposable? It does not make any sense, right? So think about it now. That means virtually every piece of plastic that was ever made still exists in some shape or form. Everything you disposed of at some time still exists on our earth. It may be in tiny pieces, but it still exists. Do we care where they end up or who they kill? 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals are killed every year by plastic in our oceans. This really makes each and every one of us murderers. Remember, 91% of all plastics disposed is not recycled. So just throwing a plastic bag or straw into the recycle bin or outside of our homes does not absolve us of the pain and suffering it will eventually cause to marine animals, birds, or even fellow humans. I believe that all problems on the planet can be solved, be it environmental, like deforestation, climate change, air and water pollution, or social, like poverty, hunger, lack of education, malnutrition, gender inequality and violence, water and sanitation. The biggest problem with us as a species is thinking that someone else will make a difference. Everybody talks about changing the world, but people rarely talk about changing themselves. It doesn't mean that we are evil people or the bad guys. It's because of the education system and the systems built around us. We do not believe that these small incremental changes in our own lives and capacities actually matter. Instead, we think, what if I start using public transport? What if I stop using single-use plastics? What if I buy only one pair of jeans, not two? Or 3 shirts, not 4? What difference will it make? How can I make a change? We need to empower ourselves to believe that these seemingly minuscule changes are all that matter. How? One may ask. Everybody talks about saving the planet. But the planet will thrive whether we are here or not. What we are trying to do is save ourselves. We are saving our own lives, not the planet. 1,000 speeches, tons of scientific data and statistics and analytics are important, yes, but they make no difference standing alone. Artists and musicians, I'm partial to the musicians fraternity obviously, need to take these complex ideas and thoughts, data and statistics, and translate them into the very emotional language of music that will touch the hearts and souls of people, and that will bring change. Emotional response will happen through an art form. Music is a powerful language, not just for communication or sending a message, but for retaining that message deep in the consciousness of the listener. As humans, we need to look inwards. We have disassociated ourselves so much from forests and villages and have come to believe that our deeds have no consequences there. We are inconvenienced if we don't have electricity for 5 minutes or if the UPS fails to start up immediately. We never stop to think, where does all the coal used to produce electricity come from? Where do the raw materials for buildings come from? All the stuff batteries are made of, lead, manganese, cadmium, lithium. Where does all that come from? Almost everything comes from digging and degrading the forests. When it comes to awareness, everyone goes, oh, we have to make everyone aware. All these problems that I've mentioned, be it social or environmental, I believe every single person has some idea as to what these problems are in some level on the surface. Today, we face the triple planetary crisis. 3 issues: climate change, pollution, and loss of biodiversity, and the interlinking areas. Each issue needs to be addressed effectively. Music and the arts are the best catalysts to convert this awareness into action.